All right, let's go. Here we are. We've made it again.
Another one.
I
Are you
know.
proud of me?
I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of us. I'm like,
I'm
we just keep showing up.
You're the overachiever. I'm the underachiever. Like I try and then
Don't talk about my friend like that.
oh. To Michelle's
One question.
podcast.
Yeah. And we have a very special guest today. I'd like to call this one a friend of mine.
Thank you.
Yeah. Madalynn Opper. Just a very special mom, wife. I'm like husband. I called you a husband.
Husband.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm like-
Look, whatever. Whatever you want to be called.
I'll be a wife today.
She's a wife today? Okay, today.
Yeah, be a wife today.
Okay.
And every day.
And every day. Perfect. And just a really great human. And I'm going to start with our question because we're going to go from there. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to ask her, how many people does it take to pull a fire truck?
What, like a bodybuilder thing?
It's a loaded question, really.
It's so loaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My first answer is, I don't know. You have to come try and find out for yourself. But then there's a bigger answer, and it takes communities, strong individuals, mentally and physically, doctors, researchers,
Wow.
podcasters, parents, kids,
Yeah.
all the above.
Yeah. You form a really big team.
Yes.
Because you are organizing a fundraiser. You are with Curing Kids Cancer.
I am.
Tell us your story.
Yeah.
Okay. How much time do we have?
We got plenty.
We have 20 minutes.
Yeah, plenty.
We
Okay.
just started.
Girl,
So right now we got good.
So, back in 2022, my husband and I had a beautiful daughter named River. And in the spring of 2023, after her first birthday, she was diagnosed with rhabdomyosarcoma, which is a childhood cancer. And first line treatment, we tried and it worked beautifully. We thought we were in the clear. Unfortunately, 5 months into that treatment, she became resistant and we had a terminal diagnosis. So it wasn't long after that. I was led to the founder of Curing Kids Cancer. Her name is Grania Owen. She lost her child 21 years ago to leukemia and has since started Curing Kids Cancer and raised over $34 million to date. And has changed the trajectory of children with cancer all around the world, really. It's taken a lot of families, communities, doctors, researchers, and all of the above to make that difference. And it's going to continue to take the crowd of people to change. So I became full-time a year ago. I was a volunteer for the year prior, and I am their program specialist. So I do a fire truck pull in Lakeview, Michigan. I also do an event called Cars and Company in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I help mentor med students to put on smaller events. And then I also manage their grants program.
I know.
What?
A few hats.
You are a slacker.
Fatty.
You're a slacker. You're very
Lazy.
wow. Madalynn, go back a minute to how do you find out that your daughter's ill? What?
Oh gosh, we might need to do another podcast for that story
Okay.
alone. But she bumped her cheek as a toddler. And it didn't go away right away, but we did an ultrasound and it was a resolving hematoma. However, a couple weeks later, she went septic and we were hospitalized for a week. And then we didn't really know what was going on. We thought she may have leukemia at that point, which was, I thought, the most devastating day of my life. But we ended up getting a clear smear for leukemia. We were sent home on antibiotics and this sepsis, and then the cheek, which was swollen at that point. The swelling went down. We celebrated her first birthday. Again, thought we were in the clear. And then this bump on her cheek started to grow back and it started to get really scary. And it happened very fast. Luckily, her amazing oncologist at Helen DeVos Children's Hospital, I remember meeting her when we thought we may have leukemia. So I called her directly and I said, I think we need to see you. So she was actually out of town for a conference and she made it happen while she was out of town. And we met with her the following week and unfortunately got our diagnosis at that point.
I mean, that's like mother's dedication.
Advocate.
Advocate. That's so many things.
That's what it takes.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's talk about Curing Kids Cancer too, because the need is great. Let's talk about the discrepancy in funding for research for kids cancer versus adult cancer.
Yes. So Unfortunately, less than 10% of all government funding and funding from different organizations as well go towards childhood cancer. So the American Cancer Society alone gives less than 1% towards childhood cancer research. It does take charities like us, it takes small groups of people, and again, my list goes on, to make a difference in research for childhood cancer.
Some people might fold,
Right?
and rightly so. And by gosh, if that's your but
She went all in.
to flower, I guess, or to bloom like you did. That's the only thing I can think of. You opened instead of closed.
I've told
You
Michelle
opened.
before,
Oh,
I've turned my grief into grit because
yeah, there it is.
I've heard the term, like, you can live in your grief or you can die in your grief. I'm gonna live in it, and I'm gonna try, I have to be here. Until I get to heaven someday, I have to be here. So I'm gonna try to make the best of it, and if I can make a difference while I'm here in my daughter's honor, I absolutely will.
And you are right
Thank
now.
you.
I mean,
Wow, that I just to wake up
I-
in the morning and then to wake up and do what you do every day and to
It's hard, it's
see-
not easy,
right?
and, my husband and I make a really great team, and I'm so grateful and so thankful for our team. We have really supportive family and friends and a community. I mean, the Lakeview community rallied for us and still continues to, and I'm forever grateful for them as well.
Yeah. So let's circle back to the fire truck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
what's the
it.
fire truck? Okay, so there's a fire truck pull, and this is to raise funds for research or funds for what are
Yes. So, Curing Kids Cancer. This is our third annual Curing Kids Cancer Fire Truck Pull in Lakeview. I did the first one as a volunteer and raised $25,000.
Woo.
Yes, and then the second year, which was
What?
last year.
I
Oh,
know,
just
she's
wait.
like whatever, like 25,000,
Lakeview,
whatever.
right?
Well, in quick fact, real quick, it takes about $25,000 average to go through treatment as a child with cancer. So the first year alone, we were able to save a child's life with the funding that we raised, which is incredible.
Are you kidding?
No,
That's
really.
wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the second year, we raised 42,000. I know, $42,000. And then this year my goal is 50 plus, and I really think that we can do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a little earlier this year. It's July 18th. We've been putting it in August, but with trips and other community events, we just thought July would be a little bit easier to get to.
How does it back to the pull now?
Yeah.
How does it work? Like, does one person pull it? Do you all
I'd like to see you try, Michelle.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be a bodybuilder.
I mean,
probably.
Two Michelles can't do it,
Do you get-
unfortunately.
Two Michelle's, one fire truck. You don't even want to know.
Challenging you.
Does everybody line up and do it all together? How does
So-
it? What are the heats?
Yes.
What happens at the event?
At the event,
Mhm.
registration starts. Your team, it's teams of 10 people.
Oh, okay.
If it's a full youth team, so anybody like 16 and under, you can have 12 people. But we've had a couple cheaters in the past.
Oh,
Throw in a couple extra
There's
adults.
always some.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna crack down on that this year, just so everyone knows.
Build an extra team. Sorry.
Yes.
There
the
you
money,
go,
pay
right?
The
the
two
money.
extras are gonna have to pull by themselves.
Yep.
Um,
And double the money. Sorry.
exactly.
We're going to charge you double just for trying to pull it fast.
So it is $250 to register a team. However, we never really recommend paying the $250 because there's an option when you sign up that you can fundraise your registration fee. And I always tell people with $250, 10 people, if everyone can raise, $20 5 times, then that turns into $1,000 right there.
Yeah.
We do have 4 ways you can win, and that is the fastest, second fastest, highest fundraised, and best dressed. So that leads me into saying each
Fun.
team of 10 people represents a child that's been impacted with cancer, whether they're here and thriving and surviving, or whether they're a memory and an angel. And each team tries to represent that child as best they can. So we had a team last year that won best dress in the inflatable, like horse riding outfit.
Oh, those are hilarious.
Yes.
Those are so funny.
It
They
is
look like
fun.
they're yes.
Dressing up is not an option. So if you plan on attending, you have to dress up because that's
Okay.
really part of the fun.
I mean, you and I could win best dressed for sure. We're not going to be the fastest pullers, but you and I.
No,
could
we
win
could throw some
absolutely best. dressed.
100.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and then it typically takes anywhere from like 15 to 25 seconds to pull the fire truck, depending on the team.
And how far?
50 feet. And it's an empty fire truck, and it weighs about 20,000 pounds.
Dude.
And it's in neutral.
Start training now.
It's in park.
Yeah.
The emergency brakes
do-
on.
I love this. Where, like, has this been done before? I mean,
So,
is this
yeah.
something that? Okay.
I wish I could take the credit, but I can't.
Well, you could.
Grania and her
Yeah.
husband started this fire truck pull event in South Carolina, downtown Columbia. And I think that they just had, gosh, so many numbers are floating through my head, but either 13 or 14 years this year of the Columbia fire truck pull. And then we've been doing it in Dallas for 4 years. Lakeview now this will be the 3rd year. And then Georgia will have one this year too.
How many teams do you typically get in Lakeview?
So the first year, I think I had 18 teams. In the second year, 24.
Okay,
So,
that's
yeah.
if we get north of like 30 teams, I think we're going to have to do like a second fire truck. And then 2
Oh.
teams will be pulling at the same time, not competing amongst
Yeah.
each other,
Or
but
are they?
right.
You
We
guys
can.
think not. But if
We
I'm
can.
next to somebody, I'm competing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I know, right? So what with your involvement with this organization and your time spent either as a volunteer or as an employee now, like what has really stood out to you from support from the community, from the nonprofit? Is there and give us some moments that you really
Yeah.
have resonated with you?
So, as a parent who lost a child to cancer, it's really important that I make sure that I apply my time and efforts towards a charity that I really believe in. And Curing Kids Cancer, we at most have had 8 employees. So, we're very small but mighty. Last year, again, I managed the grants process with them. So, in December, we were able to give out over $2.1 million in research, or funds in research. So, I know that we're a small group that's doing big things and making big changes. It's not somebody, for lack of better words, filling their pockets.
Right.
Because a lot of people worry about that. And
Where does the money go? Does
Right.
it say show me where the money goes?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Madalynn, what did you do up till now? I mean, what was your job? Why are you so good at this? What did you do for a living? When did you start? What was your first job and what,
So until
What's-
I was, into my early 20s, I worked food and beverage actually at the Amway Grand
Okay.
for a while. And then I moved to Cool Chevrolet and I was sales there for a few years, moved into the sales manager position in the new car department. And then
I know.
I've done
No
a little bit of
problem.
everything.
No
That's
problem.
great.
I'm now the manager. Right. Right.
Yeah.
I bought a
Um,
car from there and she helped me.
I did.
Are you serious?
I did.
Yeah.
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 I was not her salesperson, but I helped her with some things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It probably was a car that went really
My
fast.
dad. Yeah. No, this is my dad's car.
120 miles
This
an
is my
hour.
dad's car. My dad's car. And
Aw.
then yeah. And then cool. What's his name? The son. Is that his name? Is that
Matt, cool.
Matt? Maybe Matt. Yeah.
Mhm.
He was there because we worked in radio, so we did some stuff with him. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, cars. I've purchased
Small
like 4
world.
cars from Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So I worked
No
there
offense.
for I want to say a total of 7 years, but
Yeah.
again, it's been a little while, so I don't really remember how many days. But I wanted to start a family and I knew that job would be very demanding and I wouldn't have a lot of time to spend with my child if I was traveling, from Lakeview to Grand Rapids every day and working long hours. So I took on an independent health coach job, and I say that with quotes. But it brought me home and I was able to be, self-employed and work from home. And it was like a month later, my husband and I got pregnant with River. And, it was definitely meant to be because that job allowed me to be home every day with her. In the 19 months that we had her here, I was able to raise her and never send her to a babysitter and enjoy every moment I had with her. It was meant to be, really. Looking back, it was
Right.
perfect.
Yeah. You don't have any regrets. that
Absolutely
you weren't
not.
there for her, with her,
Right.
doing the mom thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like somewhere she has to be with you in this
Oh,
mission.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do you feel
Lots
that?
of
I
faith.
mean,
I've got lots of
Yeah,
faith.
yeah.
And, it's okay. This is even crazier.
Spill it. Bring it, girl.
So Grania, the founder of Curing Kids Cancer,
Mhm.
again, she's been doing this for 20 years, was our anniversary last year with CKC. And we have a wonderful children's hospital here in Grand Rapids, Helen DeVos Children's Hospital. And then we also have some researchers that not only treat patients half the time that they're working, but they also do the research in the lab downtown Grand Rapids here.
Yeah.
We also have a new facility called BAMF, BAMF. And they are like growing so fast. I see that they're breaking ground in Detroit now. They just opened a new facility in Kansas City, Missouri with Children's Mercy. We're going there to also visit their facility. But on my birthday last year, we were able to meet with a researcher here in Grand Rapids, visit the lab, tour BAMF, and it's a new type of treatment that they're partnering with Helen DeVos on. That's really coincidental. I don't think it's coincidental, but
No.
my little angel up there is helping. But it's for her type of cancer, rhabdomyosarcoma. And it's going to hopefully be a clinical trial this year, by the end of the year. So it's amazing because honestly, the treatment plan for a kiddo with rhabdo is 40 plus years old. So we've needed something new for a while. And
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
and
again,
we were able to fund that last year. We were able to give $25,000 to Helen DeVos.
And this is a national organization,
Yes.
and now you are here, and the work is happening here,
Mhm.
and you are getting to see the fruits of your labor, right? I guess, but
Or everyone's labor,
Right,
like in our
that's pretty
community.
right.
there
Yeah,
are
I
no
can't take credit.
coincidences, as you said.
Right.
When BAMP first came to town, I had met the guy at an event who brought it here, and he said, it's groundbreaking, changes, all the stuff we're doing. And I was like, what? And I mean, I read there, and I'm like, these people are doing some new stuff.
Yeah.
The guys are getting stuff done. I mean, they're just like, and he was so talking to him. I was like, dude, he was like so convinced that this is the way, this is going to save. I mean, it's
definitely the
amazing.
future.
I love that.
And the fact that headquarters are here in Grand Rapids is, again, not coincidental.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
So what can we do? People who listen to the pod, what can they do to help? What do you, I mean, it's always money. You always,
Always
money.
It will
funds
always
research.
be,
It is,
yeah.
isn't it? I mean, yeah, money or and-
Sponsorship opportunities.
Giving
You're
of your
looking for
time.
some bigger sponsors.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
So the last 2 years, we've had, like I said, wonderful involvement with our smaller communities.
Yep.
But I'm really hopeful that some bigger corporations are willing to partner with us because we are a bigger charity, even though there's only, 7 or 8 of us. We are doing big things. And I know that those corporations have an opportunity to do big things with us. And if it's a sponsorship for the fire truck pull or if it's company involvement, like, with sponsorships, you get a team and then you can fundraise. So it just kind of snowballs from there. So yeah.
A lot of companies will do contests among their employees, like who
Yes.
can raise the most and who can have the most team. That's what you need somebody who's got like 30 employees. To
Yeah.
go,
And
right?
AFLAC, downtown Columbia, South Carolina, is really great about partnering with Curing Kids Cancer and their fire truck pull there. So they have usually 2 or 3 teams at the fire truck pull competing against each other. And
I mean,
yeah, team building
this
too.
This screams team building, fun, internal competition. Like, let's go.
Plus, who's going to hang up on somebody calling going, hi, I'm curing kids cancer? Who's going to hang their phone up? Like what? Like go.
Well, you'd be
I was
surprised.
going to say, I'm sure it happens.
I mean,
I don't like kids. Click.
So, right. Or I don't know. I gave her, it's not curing kids cancer. I mean, you're actually looking for a cure. You're funding the research for a cure and you're helping kids with their treatment. You're literally saving life. Oh,
and the original treatment that we funded, I speak loosely when I say we, when Grania started the charity, she wanted to fund a drug that would have saved her child. And the lab had proved that it would have saved Killian, but it did not have the funding to get it from the lab to the bedside. So she lost him, and she has since funded CAR T-cell therapy, which is like the leading treatment in leukemia right now for kids.
Yeah. Isn't that like, right. The treatment existed, but they
barely.
They couldn't make
Not
that
publicly.
bridge to get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there social? Is there website?
Absolutely.
And we will put all the links. We'll put all the links with this podcast.
I'll share it all.
Later.
So curingkidscancer.org is our website, and you can find all of our events on our page. All of the current events that we're working on are on the right side, and you'll see Lakeview, Michigan Fire Truck Pull. And then we're also on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and feel free to reach out to me directly, Madalynn Opper on Facebook. another thing that I wanted to mention to you was, as a parent that went through childhood cancer with her daughter, it also is very important that I share that I'm here for other parents that have had or that are going through this, because it's not an easy journey. And sometimes you feel so alone in a big, big world. And to talk to somebody else that just gets it and gets the terminology and the exhaustion is refreshing. So I just want to be, able to say I'm here for you too.
Thank you for that.
You're amazing.
I know.
I mean, it was great meeting you. I mean, I know I met you back at the car when
It's
we were
been a
doing the
while.
auto deal, but yeah, I am so happy that you are here and doing this.
Thank you
and
for
you're
having me.
amazing. You're amazing.
Thank you so much.
She's got an aura. She sent me an email. What, 2 years? Was it 2 years ago?
Just over a year ago.
Over a year
Yeah.
ago. 'Cause, yeah.
I sent a lot of people emails, and you're the
She
one who
gets a
reached
lot of,
out.
I'm telling you, she
I
gets
get
a lot of emails,
but I do a pretty good job of finding the good ones. And you,
thank
but
you.
to stop and something must have called to stop
Right.
and thank you so much for all the work you do. And I hope that, I mean, Lakeview's not far from Grand Rapids. It's
No.
a fun destination.
No.
It'll be a
Quick
fun
trip up
day.
Oh my gosh,
131.
go pull a fire truck.
Seriously.
I'll tell you how many people
prove your
it takes
strength.
you.
It takes
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Come
it
find
takes
out.
you.
Come
All
find
right.
out.
Thanks,
Madalynn, thank you
Madalynn.
so much.
Thank you.
Of course.
Subscribe to the pod.
Yes.
And if you have a question, let us know. We'd be happy to ask the question.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.